Good evening. Welcome back to FTRL for week 8, the final race week of the season. And sorry for the short delay. Somehow Google didn't let me in. A lot of security issues. Had to log in like 3 times until it was working, so bear with me. But after a short delay, we are good to go for this GT2 race tonight around the Nürburgring. And yeah, normally you would expect somebody like Sean or Lee in the booth, but it's my voice again, Aaron's favorite German in the booth. Because yeah, like 2 days ago I messaged Mikey and was like, yeah, it's a German racetrack, it's the Nürburgring, it's one of my favorite tracks, and why not have a German in the booth who is familiar with all the corners, with all the famous names around here, and not that all the others don't know a thing about the Nordschleife or the Nürburgring, but yeah, I felt like it would be a nice touch to the end of the season to be in the booth and commentate on this very final race. And yeah, tonight we have a sprint race at the short layout of the Grand Prix section. And we are starting our usual 5-minute qualifying. Blue flag already starting his lap, turning into the Mercedes arena. And would be very interesting to find out how the Corvette is performing tonight, because there are not too many straights here, especially on the short layout. You have a lot of twisty bits, tricky sections, and medium speed corners. Maybe just one little back straight where the Corvette might come in handy, but for majority of the track it's basically just corners. And yeah, we're about to find out how everybody is performing. For the moment looks like quite a decent lap by a blue flag, who will be setting the pace at first. As he's now approaching the Vidal chicane. Into the final right-hander. And yeah, we're about to find out what kind of lap times he's able to do. It's a 1:33.8, seems like a very reasonable time. Derek crosses the line just under second behind. Mikey into provisional P2, followed by Nobby. Oblivion is a very good lap by him. He's just under 2/10 behind blue flag now, and also very good lap by SP. Joker for the moment finds himself in P5, and already got a question in the chat by Fieber. Who's my money on which driver? I'll go through the standings in a bit, and yeah, we'll tell you my predictions in a moment. We also got a reserving Miss Smith, who will be on hard tires. I think he's reserving for let me check quickly. Let's switch to blue flag again. He's just about to finish his lap. Meanwhile, I'm looking who's reserving for who. It's either Som, Royston or Beach who are not here tonight. Blue flag, that's another... Oh no, he didn't improve. 'Cause, 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 'cause Pagani on hards. What a lap. And also blue flag, Joker has done a very decent lap time on his second attempt. And it's very keen for him to position himself right behind blue flag because, yeah, as I said, I will go through the standings very shortly. Now that qualifying basically is done and dusted, I think nobody is about to set a lap time. Doesn't look like... oh, they will. Like, yeah, blue flag is on another flying lap. But barely improving. It's just under 3,000ths of a second. Sorry, 300ths of a second. So, yeah, quite a few cars, but Joker's lap surely will be compromised. Now he gets a nice toe down this straight, but yeah, as you can see, sector times, it doesn't seem like he's about to improve his lap time. Now that blue flag was just under 300ths of a second down on his best, crossing the line, and he's still able to improve just the tiniest of margins between himself and Joker. Let's find out. Joker, as I said, might be a little bit compromised here by the cars ahead. Derek was able to improve his lap time. So is oh, what a lap by Oblivion! Where did that come from? And Joker also improves. So even though he was driving behind some of the guys, and it will be very, very key moment for him here, because I can tell you the standings, it's very tight between the top two. So what a lap by Oblivion, very unexpected, I must say. 133.5, he is on pole, 2 tenths ahead of Joker and blue flag. Pagani on hards, reserving for either Johnny or Zom. So is Mr. Smith. So they both on hard tires, but still managed to put in quite a decent lap time. I mean, P4, P5, Jones in P7, SP in P8, Madman in P9, Stufer in P10. And he's also reserving for one of the guys missing, Derek Nobby, and I think we were just waiting for Mr. Carl. Let me quickly check. Oh, sorry. That was the option I was looking for. Yeah, as I said, Oblivion and the Jagger seems to come in quite handy here. Both on P1 and P2, Blue Flag and P3, Pagani, Mr. Smith, Mikey, Jonesy, SP, Madman, Stufer, Andy, Derek, Nobby, Glyn, and Dusty, who didn't set a lap time for whatever reason. I am not aware of any qualifying bans or something like that. And yeah, Zibby in the chat, totally right here, to do these lap times on hard tires, it's incredible. And now we're just waiting for the race to start, which gives me the chance to go through the standings quickly, because it's the night of the night. Tonight will be crowned a champion. It's either going to be Mr. Blue Flag or Joker. I mean, yeah, there's everything to play for, because Blue Flag is 11 points ahead of Joker on 365, and Joker's on 354 points, followed by the guy who's on pole on 324 points. And if my math is right, he's still, yeah, also Oblivion is able to, yeah, fight for the championship. But now let's focus on the first race. 12 laps around the short loop of Nürburgring. 5 red lights. Oh, a jump stop by Oblivion. I can't believe it. Oblivion jumped the start, and Blue Flag is a very rapid start. He's also already in the lead, ahead of Joker. Very late braking here by Pagani. He needs to, be aware, and slight contact between Mr. Smith and I think Jonesy was involved in that. But Oblivion from pole to P6 because he jumped the start. And now Blue Flag in P1, closely followed by Joker and Pagani, T. Smith behind. Oblivion managed to gain a position. He's back in P5, ahead of Jonesy, Mikey in P7, SP, Derek, Andy, Madman, Glyn, Dusty Fossil here in a fight for P12 between, for P13 between himself, Nobby and Stufer. Oh, and Blue Flag somehow managed to get a 1 second penalty. Oh, this is already going to be very spicy. So now into the chicane. First lap almost done and dusted, and from a jump start to a 1 second penalty, and Blue Flag very wide here. Gives a very good exit for Joker, who's flashing the lights. So for some reason Joker is not very happy about Blue Flag being in the lead for the moment. I don't know if there was any contact or something must have happened, because if Joker is flashing the lights, it seems like he's not totally agreeing with something that must have happened here. So now we're just about to wait for Blue Flag to surface penalty, which basically means Joker is in provisional lead now, even though he just lost like half a second in the first sector. It's a very tricky section through the Mercedes arena into the short loop connection. Now the left and right hander onto the back straight, very tight on the curbs, and now Blue Flag is sweeping to the right, serving his penalty, which means Joker is your new race leader, and now Blue Flag also needs to keep an eye on his mirror, because he's lost like 3 positions already, 4 positions. It makes him P5. Oblivion with a very late lunge here, side by side with Pagani. Pagani has none of it. He's showing, if you want to go into my inside and go for a very late lunge, I'm not easy to pass. So Pagani and Mr. Smith on hard tires, already in P2 and P3 respectively, closely followed by Jonesy. So a little bit of paint exchange on the chicane between Pagani and Oblivion. Now, means as long as they keep fighting, Joker can try to make himself a little bit of a cushion. He's already 2 seconds ahead of Pagani. Pagani and T. Smith still side by side, going through the Mercedes. Oh, it's very tight and twisty. Blue Flag now tries to gain back into P3, very late on the brakes, and he's also getting ahead of Pagani, so that's a double overtake by Blue Flag, very crucial for tonight. And FIBA already doing the maths in the chat, but as you can see, it doesn't stay like that. Yeah, never mind, because it was about to be 7 points, but now it's just 1 point. Blue Flag is losing to Joker. So going into the last race, basically 24-hour layout, the gap will be 10 points if it stays like this. So we are in lap 4 of 12. Gap is 2.3 seconds. Pagani in P3, looking quite handy despite being on hards. T-Smith lost a little bit ground to P3. Finds himself in a sandwich now between Pagani and Oblivion. Further down, a little bit of contact here between Jonesy and Andy. Andy Autism. Oh, late lunch by SP maybe? No, he backs out of it. He's looking very racy. Mikey in P9, followed by Derek, Dusty Fossil, Glenn, Madman, Stufer, and Nobby. And yeah, in front, the gap has come down a little bit. It was just 2 seconds, now it's 1.8. He just needs to keep his head down now, don't make any mistakes, don't overdrive it or get any penalties. Because, yeah, Blue Flag is lurking behind. With the fastest lap now, 1:33.6. So, for the moment, he's the quickest on track. Was leading the race for basically 1 lap until he got his penalty, and now tries to fight back, and the gap is coming down. It's just 1.4 seconds now, but he's also bringing Pagani with him, who's showing a very good impression here on hard tires, followed by Tom. The question is if Tom and Pagani, they know what's going on, they won't interfere in the championship battle too much, I think. If they are just like, staying in P3 and P4 now, don't go for any ambitious moves, and let the guys in front fight it out each other. And it's purple sector after purple sector, so Blue Flag is showing a very strong pace, but it seems like on the back straight, even though the Corvette is a little bit faster on the straights, Joker was able to gain a 10th or 2, especially in the second sector. And now the time is coming down again. Another fast lap by Mr. Blue Flag. Chasing down Joker. Further down, and nothing's happening too much, but here we gotta keep an eye on the battle for P5. Jonesy, Autism, and Oblivion. Autism is the latest of the breakers here. And free white going into the Mercedes arena. But it seems like the Mustang for the moment is the better of it, even though it looks like Oblivion tries to hang around the outside, but is now settling in P6. Oh, who's around? Nah, come on, Mikey. You can't be serious. Each and every week, you can't be serious, come on. It's a shame, it's just a shame. Watching all those Rory videos, 34 seasons being an FTRL, doesn't help. Sean with the banter. We all did. Everybody was like, yeah, wow, he improved so much. But then, so gap is coming down massively. I think Blue Flag went a little bit wide, a little bit late on the brakes, but yeah, still 1 second now with 6 laps to go. Hello, Mr. Som. Good evening, sir. mean, it looks like it's nip and tuck between Joker and Blue Flag. They're exchanging 2 or 3 tenths, but then in the end, going or heading to the start-finish straight into the first corner, Blue Flag seems to have the advantage over Joker. And now the gap is just under 8 tenths, and even almost, now he's in the slipstream, and Blue Flag was flashing the lights, so I'm not sure what's going on between Joker and Blue Flag, if it's just like, yeah, hello, I'm here, we both go for the championship, hello, good to see you, let's have a good fight, or if it's like they had come together somehow in the first corner, the first lap of the race. I'm not too sure. Now we keep an eye on that, because if Joker is able to defend from the Mr. Defense fuckknuckle himself, and there is a change for P5. Oh, it's a very nice battle here for P5 between Andy, Oblivion, Jonesy, and also Dusty joined the party now. And that's a great thing about the Mercedes arena. You have different lines you can take, different approaches. You can go wide and go tight, take the curb on the inside, go wide, and just need to position your car good. Oh, that's not good, that's not good. So there was contact between Jonesy and I think who was it? Dusty Fossil is waiting now for some reason. Who was it? There was definitely some contact, but I'm not too sure if it's down to lag, like many times. Many times it has been the lag. So back to this battle, because it's getting ever closer now, and Blue Flag finds himself right in the gearbox of Joker, and with just 5 laps to go, or 4 laps to go including this one, it's getting spicy. Joker is defending the inside, Blue Flag trying to do the switchback, very good on exit, and is in the lead, still side by side, heading into the next left-hander, and Blue Flag very wide, and there's been contact for sure, and Blue Flag on the marbles, losing some grip in P2 again. So a little bit of paint has been exchanged here. Why is it spicy? So let's see now. Blue Flag had a very good exit again, coming out of the right-hander onto the back straight. And Joker is defending inside, heading into the Vedol chicane. For a brief moment, he's able to defend from Blue Flag, and he's trying to break the toe, but Blue Flag is just under half a second behind, so it's not helping too much. But for this very straight, he's still able to stay in the lead. I mean, if it stays like this, Joker gains 1 point on Blue Flag. The big points are coming in the endurance race, but every point will matter, every point will count tonight. I can tell you a story about it, but the story of Season 9 and the Nürburgring has been told many times, and with SBY in the chat, I am not triggering, or I don't want to trigger anything. And also, I don't want to curse anything. So it looked like, yeah, Joker was able to gain a little bit of a advantage here over Blue Flag. In this lap, he is now just over 8 tenths ahead of Blue Flag. Do we know what's the tiebreak on even points? I have absolutely no clue, to be honest. I didn't do the maths before the race, but I can do between the races. When this one is finished, we just have to wait for 2 more laps. And yeah, for the time being, even though Joker's very sideways coming out of the right-hander, it looks like, yeah, he can stay in the lead. Let me just check. Pagani in P3, closely followed by Mr. Smith in P4. Oblivion managed to get back into P5 after jumping the start. Yeah, it's the best result he can hope for, even though he's followed by Jonesy. Glyn in the Sylvia in P7 gives me a little bit of hope for tomorrow's race. I mean, yeah, Sylvia turned out to be not the best of choices for the season, but might come around or might come in quite handy around here. And then we have SP, another strong result for him in P8, followed by Madman and Derek. And then there's a close battle here between Ortism and Dusty. Stufer in P13, Mike in P14, and Nobby in P15. And as we are approaching the final lap of the race, the gap has come down again, so it's just under 3 tenths again. And now Blue Flag down the start-finish straight is gaining all the slipstream. Joker is defending the inside, and let's find out if it will be a carbon copy of yeah, the move Blue Flag did 3 laps ago. Maybe with a late lunge into the left-hander. No, he stays out of it. He's positioning himself, trying to make sure he's as close to Joker as possible into the back straight, and maybe go for a move into the chicane or now into the hairpin. Let's find out. Joker's defending on the inside. Very late move by Blue Flag, not to be expected, but he finds himself on a marble. Yeah. A little bit of oversteer coming out of the right-hander. Now into the left and right chicane. Down to the back straight, and the gap is just 3 tenths, and there's a very good exit by Blue Flag. As they're heading to the Vedor chicane, gap is coming down, but not enough, I'm afraid. Yeah, Joker's still in the lead. Now he just needs to make sure to not get any penalties, and seems like, yeah, Joker has done the business. So very good driving by Joker. He's crossing the line in the lead and wins this race, the first race of the evening, done and dusted, and it's a very important win. Well done by Joker. So Blue Flag MP to Pagani, Jones the Oblivion, Glyn, SP, Madman, Derek, Dusty, Stufer, Andy, Mikey comes home in P14, and Nobby Norris finishes in P15. And that's yeah, basically the first race of the evening done and dusted. Joker has done all he could in the first race. Now he will start from the back of the grid, just behind his nearest rival in the standings, and now they both tied on race wins. So Blue Flag has 3 race wins and Joker has 3 race wins, and he gained 1 point, so it's now 10 points in between both of them. So It's all to play for in the final race of the night, and it will be a good one. I'm absolutely excited for what's about to happen. 8 laps of Nürburgring, 24-hour layout. And we are just waiting for the lobby host to switch to the Nordschleife. Mr. Smith left the lobby for some reason. I'm not too sure if he's coming back again. So yeah, as I already said, it's now tied on, Blue Flag and Joker are tied on race wins. Fieber in the chat says Joker has 2 in the Porsche and Sai only 1. And with a 10-point gap, they can't get even. Yeah. And whatever happens, Joker needs to finish 4 positions ahead of Blue Flag. Who? Hard task, hard task. Can it rain in race 2? Of course it can. Of course it can. Because, yeah. Let me go through the settings. As you can see, random weather, evening, and it should be ×2 with the the thingy here. Geschwindigkeitsrate. Time progression should be ×2. But yeah. Let me check something in the chat because it was season informationing. Yeah. No, sorry, just 1 second. Time progression. I don't know if it's the right term, time progression or whatever. Yeah, the daytime should be ×2. This is ×1, it should be ×2. Whatever. Yeah, because if you practice with ×2, and the race is basically over an hour, you will head into the night, and yeah, could change the grip, the handling, whatever. And rain indeed would be fucking epic. I mean, it's the Nordschleife, the Nürburgring, and I did a couple of practice already, and there has been rain. There has been rain. Somebody just about to start a lap. Somebody just about to start a lap. No, let's go on board with Derek. So, welcome to the Nürburgring. The most epic track, 25 kilometers, 25.3 kilometers. And yeah, hopefully Derek. No, of course, yeah. Thank you. He's changed that. Good stuff. So let's see. Come on, who's going for a lap? Let's go on board with Pagani. Pagani, we are on board now with Pagani. He's doing a lap around the Nords. Into the first chicane. Right and left, we are basically the slowest part on the Grand Prix layout. Heading into the fourth corner, left and right. down to Dunlop hairpin. Yeah, I mean, it's the Dunlop hairpin or Goodyear hairpin since a couple of years, I think, because the standings or the tower in the middle of the, or right next to the hairpin, the sponsors changed, so that's why it's either Dunlop or Goodyear, whatever. And after the Michael Schumacher S into the next left and right hander towards the Hatzebach straight, just a small kink to the right, full throttle into the Vedol chicane. And now fully focus onto the Nordschleife Sabine Schmitz corner, followed by Hatzenbach. Very tricky and technical part of the track. Gotta stay very committed. And you also need to find a very good rhythm and flow to attack the curbs very hard on the inside. Into Hoheneichen, small kink on the right, and now Flugplatz. Stay very committed on the right. And the long straight of Quittelbacher Höhe. Schwedenkreuz and heartbreaking, heartbreaking into Arenberg Kurve. Down into a very famous part of the track, the Foxhole. Basically flat out with a 11% downhill section. Very committed on the left end, braking for I was about to say braking for Adenauer Forster. I was very keen to find out the lines Pagani's taken. Now Metzgesfeld. Short braking into second gear. Car's very loose on the back end as it seems here into Kallenhardt. And now also a very fun part of the track, the miss hit miss triple right-hander. Miss hit miss. And now at the slowest part of the Nürburgring, it's the Verseifen corner. Yeah, it's the slowest part of the Nürburgring Nordschleife before we are heading to Breitscheid, the bridge. And actually it's called Exmühle, but some call it Poland corner because there's a Polish flag on the outside. And we are about to start the race, so Pagani left the room. What happened here? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Restart, restart. Pagani is missing. Please not. What's wrong here with the TV settings? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm not too sure. Yeah, restart. Restart because for some reason Pagani left the lobby just before the race started. Pagani, please, everybody, back out. Back out. Back out, back out. Please, everybody, please back out. Madman also left the lobby. What's going on? Please just back out so we can restart this thingy. Thank you very much. We are now waiting for Pagani to rejoin, and Madman also needs to rejoin. So let's do it all over again. So, who is my money on? I was asked in the first race, who's my money on for the championship? I mean, the gap is now 10 points. We have 8 laps of Nürburgring, 24-hour layout, with approximately 8 minutes 20, between 8 minutes 20 and 8 minutes 30 of a lap time. So it's going to be a very long race. There might be rain. I didn't check the radar. I don't want to check the radar because I don't want to spoiler anything. I did some practice before. The medium tire will last 4 laps, but if you're on a pad, after 3 laps, basically the tires are cooked, and your fuel, you have to manage the fuel, because you can do 4 laps easily, but if you're somebody like Pagani who's just on full throttle for the whole lap, you can do like 2 or 3 laps only. So I think there might be some strategy tonight where people try to go for a 2-stop maybe, but you will lose a lot of time. I mean, 1 stop is almost like 50 seconds, 55 seconds with changing tires and refueling the whole thing. So with that in mind, and now that Blue Flag and Joker are starting from the back of the grid, it will be very interesting to find out how they manage the traffic. And I think from what I've seen, from what I've heard, Blue Flag finds himself a little bit more comfortable around here compared to Joker. So for the time being, my money is on Blue Flag for the championship. But I'm also rooting for Joker, because he's a good lad. And in the end, whoever finishes ahead of each other will become the champion, and the deserved champion. I think Joker had a very good, strong first half of the season, and Joker had a very strong comeback into the second half of the season. So it's fair and square. Whoever wins tonight is the deserved winner and the deserved champion. Let's find out. 8 laps, Nürburgring. Everyone on the grid. Finally, we can go racing. It's a flying start. Nobby Norris is leading ahead of Mikey, Andy, Stufer, Dusty, Derek, Madman, SP in the top 8, and 5 lights off. Let's go! Nobby Norris leads the pack into the first corner, a little bit wide maybe into the first corner, and also Mikey, I don't know where he's going. Maybe Mikey was still trying to go into the Mercedes arena on a heading right, but it's a different layout. You just take the chicane, and there's also already tight battle here between Nobby and Andy in P2, Stufer, Mikey, Dusty, Batman, Oblivion. Let's go through everybody. Mr. Smith in P10, Jonesy, Pagani, Blue Flag is still ahead of Joker, and Derek lost the position, so is he P15 now in a very lovely Jägermeister livery. Up the front, Nobby leads the pack as they're heading now into the left and right hander onto the back straight of the Grand Prix layout. And Fieber already mentioning in the chat, there are some dark clouds in the background. Let's find out how the race is unfolding, how the weather is unfolding. It's just the first 2 sectors of this lap, so still a lot of time left to speculate. And yeah, you never know around here. Yes, they are now approaching the Nordschleife into Sabine Schmitz and Hatzenbach. Joker in P40 behind. Blue flag now. Let's go on board with him. And yeah, now maybe it's also the time to set back and look out for the fuel, because it's very tricky to pass around here, even though there's some passing going on between Nobby Norris for some reason is very slow into Flugplatz. Madman takes P5 from him, and there's also been a change for P3. Dusty Fossil in P3 carrying half a second penalty just behind Mikey and Orton, so I'm not too sure what happened to Nobby. Camera. Oh, what is that? What's going on here? Nobby, SP side by side, and Pagani went through the grass to pass both of them. So, Nobby Norris, I don't know what time. Oh, and SP totally. Oh, what? No. Oh, yo. Oh, no, sideways here. Nobby Norris again, sideways. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I can't deal with that. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Oh, that was very close. Oh, and blue flag on the grass. Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff going on behind, with SP totally outbraking himself and smashing his car into T-Smith. And then it was some sort of a chain reaction, because also Nobby Norris went from the lead of the race to basically last now. Oh, and Derek is also struggling here. I don't know what's happening, what's going on. The first lap of the race is already taking quite some victims. At the front, yeah, Andy now is leading the pack ahead of Mikey, Dusty in P3. Remember, he was carrying off a second penalty. Stufer trying to stay in P4, closely following. Meanwhile, yeah, Madman is under attack from Oblivion into the right-hander, and now onto Brightside. They are very wide onto the bridge. So is Jonesy behind. Sorry, it was Pagani. He was very wide. It's also a part of the track, Brightside. If you are too wide onto the curb, you can also get a penalty for whatever reason. So we all do know it's yeah, this guy's most favorite track, Pagani, in P8 on hard tires. In P8 already, followed by Jonesy, and then we have Blue Flag and Joker, who's closely followed by Mr. Smith. But for the time being, it looks like Joker. Oh no, Stufer! Oh. Luckily, the car was ghosted. Oh, Joker and T-Smith also very... Oh, what's going on here? Come on. I can't keep up with all the stuff happening here. It's too much. It's too much going on. Too much happening. Everyone is sideways off the track. Still yellow flags all the way around here. Yeah, we lost Mikey. He was in P3 now, finds stuff in P9 behind T-Smith. Most importantly, so calm down, everybody. So basically, it's the first lap of the race. We're not even halfway through the lap, and Pagani is the P3. Joker starting from the back with a blue flag in P5 and P6 because there's so much stuff happening in between. Everybody is sideways, losing it. We already had a message by Dusty Fossil in the chat. Can people stop weaving under braking? So he's very upset with something. Despite, Dusty Fossil he's got enough time to put a message in the chat, in the Discord, and gain the lead of the race. So, and Fieber's totally right. While all this is happening, as I said, it's just the first lap of the race, and Autism very on the grass through the Bell of S. Yeah, while all this is happening, Blue Flag and Joker still close to each other, but they already cleared half the field, so they won't have to deal with too much traffic. And Autism Andy is wide coming out of the little carousel. And now Oblivion ahead is also very wide onto the Döttinger Höhe, and now let's see, because it's gonna be a slipstream festival. Blue Flag gains very nicely some slipstream, finds himself ahead of Oblivion, so is Joker, so good stuff. Yeah, Blue Flag was very sideways coming out of the left-hander as they were heading to the start-finish straight, so lap 1 is done, and Pagani is in the lead of the race. Would you believe it? I mean, yeah. It's amazing. One lap, and Pagani, the master of the Nordschleife, leads the race on hard tires. And I'm not too sure about the rules. I think he has to do 2 mandatory stops, despite being on hards, because being on hards here could possibly be an advantage, because the medium tires will be worn in like no time. So yeah, as I said before, especially if you're on pad, 2 laps, very good. But as soon as you start the third lap of the race, the mediums are pretty much cooked. Oblivion very ambitious, going a little bit wide, finds himself under pressure from T-Smith now. As they're heading onto the back straight, T-Smith now on the inside into the right kink, heading onto the chicane. Can Oblivion defend his position? No. So finds himself in P6 now, settling into this position as they're heading to the Nordschleife now. Jonesy in P7, Andy in P8, SP in P9, Madman in P10, Glenn in P11, Derek in P12, Stufer in P13, Nobby Norris and Mikey. So yeah, Mikey 26 seconds behind the leader, and now that we have done the first lap of the race, I think everything is a little bit calming down now. And Pagani and T-Smith, both on hard tires, basically are in those positions now, because everybody ahead was basically going wide in the grass, on the gravel, hugging the barriers. And it must be said, SP was hitting T-Smith into the right-hander that's coming up now, and he's able to, well, he was able to fight him back himself, finds himself in P5 now. So good job by him. And championship-wise, the most crucial part of the night, Joker is 1.5 seconds behind Blue Flag now. Joker closely followed by T. Smith with a very lovely touch to the BMW Touring livery he's done. If you haven't watched it already, or if you're not familiar with, yeah, BMW basically decided to yeah, build a touring car only for the 24-hour race. What once started as an April's joke turned out to be a quite competitive race car. I think they finished top 5 in this year's 24-hour race. Let me double check. Yeah, P5. Oh, sorry, I was having a look here at Jonesy because he is now getting past Joker, so I'm not too sure what's happening with Joker. For the moment he's losing position to T. Smith and Jonesy. So either there's some massive fuel saving going on, or he's thinking about a long game, but yeah, there's now Jonesy and T. Smith in between him and Blue Flag. As they're exiting the Caracciola carousel. So Joker went off, that's why he lost the position to T. Smith, and a result of that might have been also a compromise to Jonesy. For the time being, Pagani still leading ahead of Dusty and Blue Flag, T. Smith, Jonesy. And then there's a little bit of a bigger gap to Oblivion, Ortison, SP, Glynn, Derek, Madman, Stufer, Mikey, and Nobby. And yeah, look at that. Pagani in the front, 2 seconds ahead of Dusty, who's trying, after serving his half a second penalty, trying to stay as close as he can. I think the closest battle is... Oh, Joker, what are you doing? No, 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 no. That's unfortunate. So Joker losing another position here. That's very crucial for the championship. He's in P7 now. Needs to keep his head down. But as I already mentioned, the tires, look at that. Yeah, they are very worn after just 2 laps already. So not too much gas. Oblivion is also very wide, coming out of the little carousel. Now they are side by side heading into the right-hander Galgenkopf. Oh no, it's not working. Make your mind up. Make your mind up. Okay, so now, yeah, Joker staying ahead of Oblivion, but now Oblivion with a nice toe down all the way down the Jatago Hill. And basically, yeah, regaining the position. Oh no, he's pushing Joker. And there are some clouds over the north. Clouds approaching. Sky's getting darker. Pagani in the pits. So, yeah, as I said, he's on hard and coming from GT1. He needs to do 2 stops compared to the mandatory 1 stop by all the other ones. And now it seems like, yeah, Oblivion is just trying to help Joker as much as he can, but the gap is very big, 4 seconds already. And yeah, there's blue flag, 5 seconds behind the race leader and under massive pressure from T. Smith now. So, yeah. I know there's some stuff going on ahead, but let's go on board with Mikey. Let's see how he's yeah, able to manage. Oh no, actually, let's go on board with Pagani because he's on fresh tires now. 36 seconds behind the lead. And yeah, if you pit for fresh tires and refuel all the way to the top, it's basically a very long stop, about 40-45 seconds, even more, I would say. So yeah, legitimate question, why did he yeah, take a full tank? I'm not too sure. Maybe he's seen something on the radar, on the rain radar. Maybe he's going for a different strategy. Who knows? We don't know. And you can't say Pagani's not committed, so he's very sideways, drifting the car into the Nordschleife, exiting Sabine Schmidt's corner, now onto the right-hander into Hatzenbach. Very technical part, fun part. Jumping over the curbs, taking all of the curbs, a little bit too wide, I must say. Onto right and left downhill into the small crest of Quittelbacher Höhe. And now the famous Flugplatz. Cars would go 4 wheels off the track, but yeah, in the past couple of years the Flugplatz has been flattened out a little bit, so cars are not airborne anymore. Now the very fast part of the track, Schwedenkreuz, the very fast left-hander, and hardly braking into Arenberg. Underneath the bridge into Foxhole. Now the left-hander take care on the curb on the inside, and now Adenauer Forst, one of the famous spots on YouTube, but YouTube corner is still quite some kilometers ahead. Now also just a little bit lift into Metzgesfeld, hardly braking into the left-hander of Kallenhardt. We're now with fresh hard tires, closely following Derek into the triple right-hander of miss hit miss, and that's the last time. Yeah, we were interrupted. Oh, Pagani! We know you're fast, but don't be too fast. He was waiting for Derek, but yeah, is now weaving to say sorry. Into Breitscheid, very wide onto the curbs. Exmühle or Poland corner. Up the hill. Now the famous left, the Niki Lauda kink. We all know what happened here in 1976, I think it was. Right-hander, backward curve or backward corner. A very crucial part here to carry all the speed into Kesselchen, which is a very fast approach to Mutkurve, which is basically the next left-hander. Has some nice toe by SP ahead. Now just a short lift into the Mutkurve. Oh, both wide. I think Pagani was a little bit, compromised here by SP and also distracted by SP going off, and he finds himself in the barrier. Klostertal is the right-hander, and now Caracciola Carousel. Always stay as slow as possible on the tarmac. Nice battle here in between Pagani and SP, but Pagani on fresh tires makes the move stick. And after Caracciola Carousel, you basically start the fun part of the track. Hedwigshöhe, Hohe Acht, the highest part of the Nordschleife, into Wippermann, left and right, attacking the curbs. Eschbach, and now into Brünchen, most famous corner of the track, with all the people standing on the left-hand side, filming and uploading the videos to YouTube, and there will be surely many uploads of the guys driving tonight, going sideways, backwards, onto the gravel, onto the grass, into the barriers. Yeah. Just past the ice corner or ice curve into Pflanzgarten, and now the very fast right, left, right, Bell of S. And this part is called Schwalbenschwanz, which basically means swallow's head. Pagani takes a very scenic route here. He doesn't like to stay on the tarmac. A small carousel. And now Galgenkopf, which basically means gallows head, because in the early 12 or 1300s there was or used to be a gallows head right next to it, right next to the corner, or right next to the place before the Nürburgring was built. Dusty Fossil from the lead, pitting. He was very short on fuel. And now Pagani on the longest straight of the track, Döttinger. Blue flag also pitting from P3. So, yeah, it seems like some guys are going for a two-stop. And T-Smith and Joker are staying out. So this changes a lot. This changes a lot. I must say, because if T-Smith and Joker are able to go for another lap, now they are on the fourth lap of the race, and also Joker seems like he got his head down. He's putting in some purple sectors. It's a very crucial moment for him, because you lose about 45 to 50 seconds doing a change for tires, refueling, and if Joker somehow manages to just go for one stop, he will be in a very good position to not just be ahead of Joker, be ahead of Blue Flag. Now, let's see, Blue Flag, after he's done his pit stop, finds himself in P9 now. So he's 38 seconds behind the lead. He's on fresh tires now. He can push for 2-3 laps now. But the question is, will it be enough to regain the position compared to Joker or Mr. Smith even? So yeah, T. Smith definitely going for one stop. So is Joker. Oblivion behind. But yeah, as you can see, look at the tires. They are just heading into the Nordschleife now, and the tires are already basically cooked. 3/4. Yeah, worn out 3/4. And Joker very sideways, trying to put the power down. Finds 4 seconds behind T. Smith. The gap to Oblivion, 12 seconds. Oblivion who's wide. Andy in P4. And the first one of the early pitters is Pagani. He's 26 seconds behind Tom. So he will be provisionally in the lead, but has to pit again. But so does Tom. I think, yeah, Tom also reserving from GT1. He needs to do 2 stops. Now Joker just needs to make sure to survive this lap. It looks good on fuel, tire-wise. You can tell from experience, especially the second part of the lap will be very crucial to not lose the rear and be a little bit more gentle with the throttle now. And the gap is not coming down despite being on fresher tires now. Blue Flag still 39 seconds behind the leader. And if you take away another 4 or 5 seconds, which is basically the gap between Tom and Joker, the gap is 35 seconds, and Blue Flag has to do a lot of work. He has to make up all the time he's lost. Thankfully, SP not interfering here in the championship fight. He's making way, so very good awareness by him. Yeah, I mean, even though the second stop by Blue Flag will be a little bit shorter, he still needs to put in like 3 laps worth of fuel if he's pitting lap 6. Oh, let's see. So it's just not even halfway done, so the gap is coming down between Pagani and T. Smith in the lead. 24 seconds now, and Pagani now in a very nice tow behind Andy into Mut-Kurve. Remember last time we went on board with Pagani, he went very wide, but look at that, already half a second up on his personal best, and sorry, half a second up on the fastest lap time, which is 8:21.5 by Dusty. So I must say it's a very, very fast lap time. And now the sun is coming down. Sunset over Nürburgring is always a lovely scenery. Andy in P5. Carl, after he's changed tires and put in some fuel, finds himself in P6. Remember, he was also in the lead of the race quite some time ago. Glenn in P7 also doing a very good and decent job for the moment, and Blue Flag managed to close the gap a little bit, but the gap to T-Smith increases. SP in P9, followed by Jonesy, who's on fresh tires, and look at that. Look at the state of the tires already. Yeah, it's a miracle SP is able to stay on the track. And will be absolutely no issues at all for Jonesy to get past, so makes the move stick just on top of ice corner. Seems like Sam is not a fan of the track. He wants to build some nice housing and a Lidl. If I was, if I was Aaron, you would be banned from the league now, forever, for a lifetime. Just saying that. How can you say that? It's the most beautiful track in the world. It's challenging, I know, it's very hard. But that's the fun part. Oh, sorry, I was going through Stufer, Madman, Mikey, Nobby, and now. Okay, so Mr. Smith and also Joker, they managed to save a little bit of fuel. And while all of this is happening, Pagani regains the lead and also puts in a 8:20. Good stuff. Showing some very awesome pace, which also tells me for tomorrow I need to step up my game, because Pagani is on hards, doing basically the same lap times I'm doing on mediums. And unfortunately we lost Lynn. He's left the race. Not too sure what happened. But now, most interestingly, Joker is now on fresh tires, on a full tank of fuel, and he's basically 7. He's like 14 seconds behind Blue Flag. So yeah, I still think the one-stopper is the way to go tonight, but Joker needs to finish 3 positions ahead of Blue Flag, if our math is right. Glyn missed the pit entry, that's why. Oh, so yeah, if you're already low on fuel and if you miss the pit entry, you have to go 25 kilometers on 80 miles per hour or 80 kilometers per hour. That's unfortunate. I'm feeling sorry for Glenn, but yeah. It happens to the best of us. Alright, so position and strategy check. Pagani leading on hards, 8 seconds ahead of Dusty. Pagani still needs to do 1 stop. Dusty Fossil on, yeah, kind of a little bit of worn mediums, just over half a tank. Definitely needs to stop again. Blue flag on mediums, just over half a tank of fuel, still needs to pit. Mr. Smith just came out of the pits, and yeah, he's on hards. He's also GT1 driver. I'm still not very familiar with the rules. I think he's on. He needs to do another stop. Jonesy in P5 on slightly 1 mediums, also still needs to pit. Joker is good. He's just done his pit stop, and he can go to the end of the race. And he's 33 seconds behind the race leader, and basically in a provisional lead. Andy, also on fresh tires, can go to the end. 24 seconds behind Joker, closely followed by Oblivion, who's also on fresh tires and can go to the end. Derek on fresh tires can go to the end. SP also. And I think, yeah, basically everybody behind has done a 1 stop. So the top 5 is going for 2 stops, and everybody else is on 1 stop. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest, Mr. Bieber, because we had this rule, I think, high-speed ring it was, 2 weeks ago, where we said, okay, if you're a GT1 driver, if you're reserving in GT2, being on hards is an advantage at high-speed ring, and also, I must say, being on hards could be an advantage around here. So that's why we said 2 weeks ago you have to pit twice. And also because of the rain and stuff like that, yeah. So for tonight, I don't think the 2-stop, the mandatory 2-stop rule has been applied. So yeah, seems like Mr. Smith can go to the end of the race now. He's on hards, full tank of fuel. Yeah, I'm not too sure, because being on hards around here is kind of an advantage. You can easily go 4 laps full flat out, whilst medium tires are basically gone after 2.5 laps. Interesting comment here by Fake Plastic Teeth. Maybe put him on soft next time, because then you would be able to basically do just 1 lap, and then tires will be completely gone, so you have to even think about stopping 3 times. I don't know. Yeah, something that should have been looked at, in my opinion, before the race, because, yeah, in my opinion, hards are the better tire for tonight. But I'm not here to make any rules. It's not my. I'm not in the position to decide on that. Alrighty. So Pagani will. Where's the camera I was looking for? Come on, where's it? This one there. So yeah, Pagani still needs the pit. He's coming in this lap, that's for sure. Dusty will go for another lap. So it's a blue flag and T. Smith, a Jonesy, and then a Joker, who on this lap wasn't really able to make any gains. He's still 38 seconds behind the lead, and now, yeah, let's see where Pagani is coming out after he's done a stop. And let me tell you something, if there's no rain tonight, there will be definitely some rain tomorrow. And I've just done my practice in dry conditions, so yeah, fingers crossed. So let's see, Pagani still fueling up the car, and yeah, she's going full tank of fuel, and still coming out of the pit exit. 6.6 seconds behind Joker. And yeah, we all know what kind of lap times Pagani is able to put in. If you see, like, yeah, 8:20 fastest lap of the race tonight, just 7 seconds behind Joker. And Joker now basically needs to save tires, needs to save a little bit of fuel, and Pagani can push until the end. Yeah, I tell you what, as soon as I mentioned the gap, and it was 6 or 7, or it was going to be 6 or 7 seconds, and as soon as I mentioned it, I was like, please don't say it, please don't say it. But yeah, it is what it is. It could have been 7 or 8 seconds. I don't give a flying fuck what with all this 6-7 nonsense. And if I see someone making this weird 6-7 gesture, I will punch him in the face. So there was a question in the chat, does Boxenrunde translate as outlap? Yes, that's basically it. Boxenrunde is basically your outlap, yeah. So, alright. 6 of 8 laps done and dusted. Dusty leading 15 seconds ahead of blue flag, which seems, by the way, a very big margin, and also a very fast pace, I must say. He's going for purple sectors. His personal best 8 minute 21.5, so he's just 1 second off Pagani, of Pagani's fastest lap. So he seems to like this place. Then we got blue flag in P2, his fastest lap 8 minute 23.8. 3.5 seconds ahead of T. Smith, who's done a 8-minute 22.3. Jonesy, his fastest lap is 8:24.5. He's in P4. In between T. Smith and Joker. Joker now needs to keep an eye on Pagani, who's closing in. Gap is now 5.2 seconds. And yeah, by the way, the fastest lap by Joker is 25.5. And yeah, despite carrying a half a second penalty, I think he will be in Joker's gearbox in no time. Oblivion in P7, fastest lap 8 minute 30. Andy in P8, 8 minute 35. Derek 8 minute 34.3. SP 37.1, Mikey 40. Nah, come on, Mikey, that's not your fastest lap around here. 46.2. You can do better. 38.1. What is? I think it was this in lap. Yeah. Madman in P12. 37.4. Stufer P13, 38.3. And Nobby Norris with 47.9. So very impressive stuff by Dusty Fossil. He's doing the job. So very consistent lap time. So on fresh tires, his second lap was a 21.5, and also on fresh tires, his fifth lap was a 21.5, and now he's slightly quicker, 38 hundredths of a second personal best, and sorry, absolute best. Heading into Brünchen. And we are just basically waiting now for the leaders to come into the pits, change tires, go for some fuel again, and then yeah, Joker will find himself in the lead of the race, or in P2 if T. Smith decides to stay out. I think he will do so. Yeah, Mr. Smith is your effective race leader for the time being, and then Joker will find himself in P2, but there's a fast approaching Picani behind. So the best Joker can hope for is a position on, or a spot on the podium. And then, yeah, unless Blue Flag somehow has a spin or finds himself in the wall, or yeah, completely loses his mind, the championship will go to Blue Flag. But still 2 laps to go, or 3 laps including this one. Yeah, Jochen Rindt needs to stay ahead of Pagani, but it will be a very hard task, especially if you go very aggressive over the small carousel like this and find yourself on the outside. So yeah, Pagani is carrying a penalty, so he will lose not only half a second but also very much time to the straight. Oh, I know what you did there. I know what you did there. Cheeky. Going on the grass there, and I'm not too sure why Joker is like flashing the lights all the way down the straight. Maybe he's trying to make himself aware. Yeah, try to show Jonesy, hello, I'm still here, I'm still there. Yeah, very cheeky by Pagani. Cheeky going over the cross to get rid of the penalty and lose less time. But yeah, that's what the game gives you. All right. T. Smith staying out. He's going to the end of the race, that's for sure. So no double stopping. Gap is now 13.7 seconds, but if Pagani wants to challenge the lead, he still needs to clear Joker, and only has 2 laps left now to not only try to gain or get ahead of Joker, but also needs to find 13 seconds, which seems to be a very hard task, but we've seen some miracles happen, some exceptionally quick driving by him. And tire-wise, I mean, yeah, he looks surely better. But for the moment, I think Mr. Smith has it all in his hands. Also goes half a second, or just over half a second quicker on his personal best. So he's up there with Pagani. Yeah, so now it's, let me just check, I think, messages, standings. So it's 45 points for the win and 39 points for second place, 36 points. No, sorry, 45 for the win, 42 points for second position, 39 for third place, and 36 for fourth, 33 for fifth, and so on. So, as it stands now, Joker will gain 9 points on blue flag, which basically means blue flag will be champion by 1 point. And blue flag is on fresh mediums now. 4.7 seconds ahead of Oblivion and 17 or 18 seconds behind Dusty. So I think, yeah, he's comfortably staying in fifth. And now Joker somehow needs to hope for a miracle, because on one side he needs to close the gap to T. Smith, which seems to be like a hard task already, but not only that, he's also followed by a fast approaching Pagani, who's putting in some very quick sector times. And just 1.5 lap to go. Oh, Joker very wide on the exit. He's feeling the pressure. He's feeling Pagani in his rear mirror now. Oh, you can see Pagani's pushing. The tires, or the car basically always sideways. And even though he's sideways, he's putting in some very good sector times. Purple sectors all over the place. Gap is 12 seconds. And now, yeah, Pagani not only needs to clear Joker, but also needs to find 12 seconds to win this race. and oh no no no! How did he save that? Amazing. And still purple. He's still purple. How? Amazing. Completely sideways, going heading to Kessel. Wow. He almost lost the car. I'm not too sure how he saved that. But now, getting some slipstream by Joker. Very late on the brakes. But now, yeah. I mean, in this part of the track, it's very hard to overtake, so Pagani needs to be very patient. Yeah, we're just staying on board here for the time being because the gaps further down the field are not in a way that I would say there's some battling going on, because this is the closest battle we have on track so far. Oh, what? No. This was a very opportunistic move by Pagani, I must say. I mean, Joker somehow was a little bit compromised anyways, but yeah, we might want to have a look at that after the race and go through the replay, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, yeah, it was just a matter of time for Pagani to pass Joker anyway, so could have been this or that corner, could have been the straight coming up now, but still, yeah, a little bit spicy. Well, leave the car on track. However, the gap between T. Smith and Pagani has come down significantly, so it's just under 6 seconds now. Remember, it was like 12, 13 seconds one lap ago. So judging by this pace, if yeah, Pagani can keep up this pace, he will be in the lead of the race in like 25 kilometers. So let's find out. T. Smith now crosses the line, and Pagani also puts himself another fastest lap of the race. 5.6 seconds is the gap now. 25.3 kilometers to go. The last lap of the race. The last lap of the season. I mean, now we're looking at T. Smith and Pagani going for the race win, but more crucially, Joker finds himself in P3 now, and is only 2 positions ahead of Blue Flag, which means Blue Flag will become champion in season 34. There he is, 34 seconds behind the leader, 23 seconds behind Dusty, still, yeah, just under 5 seconds ahead of Oblivion, who seems like he's not giving up. He's yeah, in a good spot to lurk around and wait for an error, but yeah, just with only 1 lap to go, Blue Flag might be aware that Joker is in P3 now, and he doesn't need to push for the fastest lap. Because, yeah, there's no point for the fastest lap, and also there's no point to push so hard that you might find yourself in the barrier, like a certain someone did a couple seasons ago. Now Joker also needs to keep an eye on Dusty, because Dusty is also approaching very quickly. So the battle for P3 is not over yet. And also the battle for the lead, 4.8 seconds. As they're heading to Flugplatz. I mean, the tire situation, they are not really to worry about tires. And Joker still ahead of Dusty, but Dusty now gets a very nice toe and also has a very good run into Schwedenkreuz. Is side by side, and Dusty is on the inside. Makes the move stick. So, yeah, what a difference a day makes. Especially if you're on very fresh mediums. Joker flashing his body. He's like, come on, give me back my podium. If I'm not able to get the title tonight, I'd rather be on a podium. So now they're pushing along each other. .6 seconds. 3.6 seconds. So Pagani is on steroids, he's also on the grass. Pushing the car to its limits and beyond. Sideways, basically in every corner. On corner exits. Very happy with the tail. The gap is slightly increasing now and coming down again, so yeah. Just half a lap to go. 3 seconds. Dusty now managed to make himself a nice gap between himself and Joker. Joker now needs to keep his head down and settle for P4. Meanwhile, Blue Flag behind got himself a half-second penalty for some reason, which doesn't change anything to his championship coming out in like 3 minutes. Jonesy in P7, Andy in P8, Derek in P9, Mikey in P10, SP in P11, Madman in P12, Nobby in P13, Stufer in P14. 2.5 seconds. Are we going to be witnessing another Pagani Nürburgring Nordschleife race win? No, I don't think so, Fieber. I think Blue Flag has already won a title. Let me go through the standings archive. Blue Flag has already won one title. So if you're one title, you're supposed to win one on Juan. He has won Juan GT2 title. And despite being a GT2 championship winner, you can still stay in GT2 and win another title, and maybe next season still stay in GT2. .1 seconds. I mean, T. Smith is still pushing, also gaining on his personal best. Now the gap is under 2 seconds, but most crucial part would have been for Pagani to be like 8 or under 8 tenths ahead of, behind Tom, to gain some slip down the Döttinger Höhe. Oh, T. Smith maybe a little bit wide. Now it's getting dark around here, and the gap is still coming down, but not enough. So, wow, Pagani's up 2.2 seconds on his personal best. Jesus Christ, he's going for 8 minutes 18 lap time. So I'm not even capable of doing 8:22s on mediums. So that's totally that's ridiculous. Yeah, he's going for 8 minutes 17 even. But that's now the final part of the track, final corners. He's very close. But that's it. Mr. Smith wins the race just under 7 tenths ahead of Pagani, who's done some fantastic racing. Maybe a little bit of a controversy between himself and Joker. Dusty Fossil has also done a very good job to gain a spot on the podium, and Joker has done all he could. He's flashing the lights, coming home in P4. I think he will be very pleased with that, despite coming home or losing the championship to this very man here, finishing in P5, flashing the lights, and this is your GT2 champion for season 34. Congratulations. Claps in the chat. Well done, Mr. Sai, Mr. Blue Flag. Defensive fuckknuckle has won another title in GT2. Great stuff. Andy coming home in P8 ahead of Derek. Yes, it's totally just, this whole race has just been about Pagani, yeah, totally. Mikey flashing the lights, coming home in P10. Yeah, I mean, Mikey, what can you say? He's shown some good bits, but also the typical bits and bobs, but still can be pleased with the season and the results. And SP in P11, I must say, is a very good addition to the league. He had some issues with his brake pedal in the first couple of races, but as soon as he sorted out his issues, he seemed to be a very competitive racer. And I'm sure coming the next seasons, he will find himself in the top spots in no time. Just needs to keep in some practice. Madman coming home in P12. And now we're just waiting for Stufa and Nobby. We've been very close on track for the dying stages of the race. Stufa finishes in P13, and Nobby Norris with the typical donut across the finish line to round off the grid, and your final race results for GT2 season 34 done and dusted. Here are your results of the race again. Mr. Smith wins slightly, just under 7/10 ahead of Pagani, with the fastest lap of an 8-minute 17.6 on hard tires. So yeah, slow down. Yeah, does the MP3 Joker. MP4, as I said, he's done all he could, especially on the strategy. I think, yeah, it's the way to go, one stop, but he was compromised there in the end by having to watch out for his tires, having to save fuel a bit, maybe, and then fast approaching Pagani, who's been a very rapid guy, but also, yeah, let's see. Maybe the stewards will have a word with him. I don't know. And then, yeah, Sai in P5. He's done all he could to secure the title. He might have lost the first race of the night to Joker, but then also just finishing the race behind Joker, but still had enough of a points gap to secure his second title. Well done, hats off to Blue Flag. And now he will be surely moving up to GT1, isn't he? Let's find out next season. So it's already past. It's bedtime, but we will just go through one moment of the race. I just want to have a look at it again. Discord messages coming in. Congratulations. Oh, there's some thunder outside. I was wondering. Jesus Christ, it's a big one. Thunder, 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 thunder. All right, let me have a quick look. That's what she said. Ah, yeah. Love that. Where the fuck is it now? Sorry. I haven't done this in a while. Did I save it? No. Jesus Christ. 3 years of owning the game and still don't know where to click at. So... No. Something like... Oh, sorry to... No. Oh. Yeah, at this point, Joker is a little bit wide, so he completely misses the apex and the curbs on the inside. And this is why he's a little bit compromised into the right-hander now, and will find himself a little bit wide on the outside, but still... which camera? Come on. Yeah, I mean... Who am I judge? Who am I to judge? Well, totally. I got a brain fart now. It's late. I need to get up for work early in the morning. That's why this stream is about to end. And yeah, as I already said, Sai is your deserved championship winner. Both totally deserved it, Joker and Sai, but in the end, the better result means Sai is your double championship winner. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow again, because we're going to do that all again. Sprint race in the Group 4 cars around the short loop, and then another 8 laps of Nürburgring 24-hour layout to decide the GT1 championship. Thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely evening. See you tomorrow. Stay healthy and bye bye.